All right, welcome in. It is late December. We are almost to the new year. So I want to wish everyone a happy holidays and a Merry Christmas. So we got about 10, 12 days left in the year, and we want to take a quick look at back at some of the things that we saw in 2024 and then take a quick look going forward as to what to expect over the next couple of months getting into the spring market of 2025. So let's dive in and check it out. All right. So as you can see here on the screen, absorption rates have begun to decline. They peaked out here in October. They're coming back down. We're only a portion of the way through December, so the December numbers aren't 100% accurate. But I do expect the absorption rates to continue to decline all the way through the spring market. In addition to that, the list price to sales price ratio has kind of flattened out a little bit. It's been on the decline all the way since it peaked out in spring. I expect that over the next few months, that curve will head back up and we'll start approaching the high 90% for the list price to sales price ratio, which right now, the lower the list price to sales price ratio, the indication is that it's better for the buyers that are in the marketplace today. There's less competition, is what that's an indication of. I expect that will kind of reverse course as we get into the spring market. But for buyers today, I've been saying it for the last couple of months. Getting something done towards the end of the year or the very beginning of 2025 is probably your best window because the market's going to begin to heat back up here very soon. So taking a quick look at pricing, we're up about 4% month over month for the month of December, and year to date about 5%. So home price appreciation continues to be steady throughout this year. So those are the numbers I wanted to point out to you for December looking back. Now let's take a quick look at interest rates. So this chart is showing us over the last year where rates have gone. Right now, we're hovering at just below 7, high 6s for the 30-year fixed. And most organizations like the NAR and the MBA are predicting rates to remain a little bit lower but steady throughout 2025. So you can expect rates to be in the 6s, hopefully low 6s throughout most of the year. But from a consumer standpoint, that little bit of a lower rate is going to go a long way, especially as we get into the spring market. So, rates in the mid 6s in conjunction with newer inventory and the market changing as we get into the spring should drive demand up a little bit higher. Overall, the NAR is predicting that we're going to see a 7% increase in home sales from 2024 to 2025, meaning that there's going to be more demand, more buyers in the marketplace making transactions and buying homes throughout 2025 as opposed to what they were doing in 2024, mainly based on a lot of the economic factors, the fact that rates were not great, and in conjunction with that, a good portion of the year leading up to some heavy speculation and some heavy uncertainty with the elections and the economy. So that's what we're seeing in the marketplace. Again, to recap, if you're looking to buy, there has been and is a little bit of a window here for the next, 30 to 60 days as we approach the spring. Once we get into the spring market, that is always the peak time to be listing your property. Expect more inventory to go on the market and expect a lot more buyer demand as we get into, end of the first quarter and really the peak of the spring. That is your market update for December. Hope you have a great holiday, and I'll see you guys next month.